Major League Pickleball is making its grand return for 2024. The first of 8 regular season tournament stops, and we begin right here in Peachtree Corners in Atlanta. MLP presented by Margaritaville, and we have arrived at day 4 of competition. This tournament started on Thursday. A little rain delay there, and so far the weather has been perfect for us here at the Lifetime Peachtree Corners. Unbelievable venue, by the way. You see that center court is right next to grandstand on the other side of the wall. Love the new setup for MLP. So happy to have this amazing team event back, and I am so happy to be alongside one of our veteran pros, Rob Cassidy, with a spicy personality to share with us all here today. We've got a loaded match to get us going here at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. How about it, Rob Cassidy? Let's dive into the matchup, shall we? The DC Pickleball team taking on the St. Louis Shock to start us off. And earlier today, you missed a dream breaker on center court. The LA Mad Drops got a win over JW and Georgia Johnson's Dallas Flash. That was a fun one to watch live. And then here's the rest of the slate of action. If there's any match on this list that's catching your attention, you've got Jack Sock's New York Hustlers going at it against the Orlando Squeeze, the defending champs. DC, what are you looking out for? Which team is catching your attention?
I'm actually excited for the one we have before us here, the DC Pickleball Club and the Shock that's about to go down on championship court. Wild stuff. Elise Jones and Rachel Rohrbacher kicking off for the women. Fantastic duo, and the combinations are fantastic. Speaking of Elise Jones playing mixed doubles with Bar, such a great team, such a great formula for success, those two, and it's fun to watch them play. And of course, the ever-ready James Ignatowicz going to be hovering around on court out there.
Well, I say that it's maybe not the best day to be Anna Bright in this matchup because she has to match up against her boyfriend, James Ignatowicz, and her women's doubles partner on the PPA side, Rachel Rohrbacher. Here's a look at the St. Louis Shock. However, Anna Bright, I mean, it's always a great day to be Anna Bright, let's be honest, and she's so good at sniffing out talent in Major League Pickleball. It was last year that she found Rachel Rohrbacher, grabbed her in the 4th round. Look where Rachel Rohrbacher's career is now. This season, she found Kate Fahey. Everyone at that selection was like, who is that? What do you mean, Kate Fahey? We know she had a strong Michigan tennis background, but as for pickleball, an unknown entity. Of course, the youngsters Hayden Patriquin and Gabe Tardio, but how is Anna Bright able to find these hidden gems across the nation? Yeah,
a lot of friends and family out there today on championship court. But yeah, Anna Bright pulling up Kate Fahey out of nowhere. I'll tell you what, Michelle, you know, bringing that elite tennis background over to pickleball and just immediately surrounding that individual with, you know, high-level influences like Anna Bright and James Ignatowicz and that type of practice group, that's going to be a catalyst for that tennis player to really soak up the game and become immersed very well. So that's what we're seeing with Kate Fahey here this weekend. She's been kicking some butt. Am I allowed to say butt?
I was wondering which word you were going to choose for that spot. The Shock won the toss, by the way. They chose to react when it comes to mixed. Of course, if you're new to Major League Pickleball, it's a series of 4 games within the match. We begin with gender doubles, men or women. You can choose one, and DC chose to put their women's team out first. DC is the team in the white. Elise Jones, top left. Bottom left is Rachel Rohrbacher, and bottom right, Kate Fahey. Anna Bright, top right, in the blues. So that will come into play once we get to the mixed doubles round. We'll get to that in just a moment, but I like your point about Kate Fahey teaming up with some really good training partners. How quickly can a high-level tennis player in that training environment get to pro?
Oh, I mean, extremely. I mean, point in case right here. I mean, almost immediately joining an MLP team on the premier side. She was not a challenger player, and here she is. And, you know, the Team Shock is winning matches. She's not a liability out there. She's a contribution to the team, and she's a part of the equation of their success. So it's great to see.
Yeah, the St. Louis Shock, a perfect 3-0, by the way. They beat the Texas Rangers, Christian Elshon's team. Beat the LA Mad Drops yesterday in a dream breaker. Anna Bright passing Catherine Parento in the final moments of that one.
Wow. Yeah.
And they beat Orlando last night.
Yeah, speaking of wild dream breakers, you know, Hayden Patriquin and his team pulling off the 21-4 in a dream breaker. Have you ever heard a score like that in a dream breaker?
No.
Nothing but 3 1s and 4 0s the entire way through. Pretty wild stuff.
I did see a tweet by Jimmy Miller that said you should have to surrender your point if you lose 21 to 4.
Wild stuff, but history in the making here this weekend at Atlanta, stuff like that, and looking forward to a legendary match right here on Championship Court. Michelle, to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, happy Mother's Day.
Love you, Mom.
Elise Jones, 3 kiddos for her. Our lead mother on center court at the moment. And a lot of moms here supporting their kids playing in Major League Pickleball. It's fun. It's been fun to interact with some of these pros families.
Debbie Barron, Mary Ellen, a couple mothers to name a few that have influenced me positively. Cheryl O'Brien.
Julie Johnson was on the sideline for the Dallas Flash. Brittany Wilson carrying baby Holland for the LA Mad Drops. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. We appreciate you. And here's first serve from Kate Fahey over to Elise Jones. What do you think Anna Bright woke up thinking or feeling this morning, knowing this matchup was on her mind?
Pushed James off the bed and got her day started. You know?
Get out of here.
Maybe stepped over him. He's already on the floor.
1-1. Side out, point 2.
Mistake there from Fahey.
2-1.
Oh yeah.
On the floor, Rob Cassidy style. Elise Jones goes down, former volleyball player.
Yes, the 22 crew. Elise Jones, not afraid to get down.
Played at Utah Valley.
Utah Valley. Did she go to Utah Valley?
Yep, Utah Valley University. Conference Defensive Player of the Year.
Just a small little fun fact, Utah Valley has one of the highest competitive pickleball clubs in the country.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Of course, we have St. Louis Shock on the far side, but it's interesting watching Anna Bright play Rachel Rohrbacher. In my opinion, they just have such similar styles, and they look very similar out there.
Side out, point 3.
Elise Jones, you can identify very easily with her unique play style. Love it.
3-3.
And Fahey, a new look to the game.
Side out, point 4.
Of course, James Ignatowicz crossing through the
4-3.
kitchen. Classic style.
I was told he was sick in the middle of the match last night. Legitimately. Threw up over the railing mid-match.
2024 pickleball.
5-3. Side out, point 4.
Elise Jones. This is going to be a battle of energy. I've seen Anna Bright firing up. Elise Jones has been the biggest mascot for the DC pickleball team that I've ever seen, and it's working. So, clashes of energy here in this one. Yes. It's a good lob, but not enough.
Yeah. And Bright pulls it through the middle, goes long.
It's a great structured point up to that last shot there.
Side out, point 7.
gets activated against her partner on PPA tour.
8-5.
Anna Bright wins again. She said when she picked up Kate Fahey or texted her before the draft, asked her when she had a minute to chat, Kate blew her off, so to speak, because she was in a pickleball match. Didn't really blow her off.
That's a good sign. It's a good reason.
She was like, "Hey, I'll call you back later. I'm in the middle of a pickleball match. Goodbye." Anna was like, "Yep,
perfect.
That's my girl.
Good talk.
I want her."
Love it.
Anyways, pretty funny story there.
Anna Bright just firing up right at the end of that point. I think that's a really warranted timeout taken. You know, you don't want to wait till the deficit's too far where, you know, you're in a 23, 15 position where it's just a formidable comeback with this rally scoring, no freeze environment. Essentially against the ropes when, your opponents have just so many opportunities for a match point or a game point. So you got to be careful. It's a lovely timeout. See how it pays off for them if they can even the playing field as far as momentum goes. Very nice, and the crowd is here.
The team owners, Al Tyler told me they bust in some college students last night for the match that happened. Same crew here today. Oh, ATP, Anna Bright out of the timeout gets another.
I really feel like this weekend is a forecast for the whole season this year. St. Louis Shock is going to be one of those teams looking for that final.
Well, if Anna Bright is on any team, it seems like she can find her way there. Former two-time MLP champ. Won it with Orlando last season.
With Rachel Rohrbacher.
Yes. Rachel Rohrbacher on the return, former SEC champ out of South Carolina. Great reset from Rachel Rohrbacher. Finding something out of nothing.
7-11. Side out, point 12.
Miscue in the middle on the third. Well-placed return.
12-7.
Rachel Rohrbacher laying down the hammer.
8-12.
Classic Elise Jones lob midway through.
Love the utilization of a consistent lob like that. Make them play the bounce. Start to treat your lob more like a dink, and it is going to pay back for you big time. Just disintegrates your opponent's court positioning.
Point 13, timeout, change.
Heavy trigger pull, but that pesky net will get in the way every once in a while.
Pesky net gets us all every now and then. 13-9, St. Louis to 13 first on the end change. And we will take a quick break as well. We'll be right back. Anna Bright
15 seconds.
looking to put her winning
Positions.
touch on
Front
this women's
positions.
doubles game to start the match between St. Louis and DC.
Time in.
Playing against her
13-9.
women's doubles partner on the PPA Tour, and that's why we love MLP. Get these matchups that you would never see anywhere else.
The lob.
Such a good
Perfect.
one.
Lob return. Another lob. The overhead. And Bright takes over. Point of the game here. No.
Oh, stingy defense, both sides. Anna Bright finishes it off.
Going for the third lob in the same point. Elise Jones changing the game.
14-9.
Love it.
Anna Bright commanding the kitchen. And what defense from Kate Fahey. She was lined up on the line
Yes.
attack from Rohrabacher, too.
Yes, and when you reach a certain level in this game, if you're, playing the rec level at home or whatnot, you start to get a little more dimensional with your footwork. She came about 2 feet off the kitchen line to really counter that attack and keep them in that point.
Start out. Point 10. 10-15.
All right, do or die time for DC pickleball team.
Start out.
Not
Point
gonna
16.
do it. The serve possessions get that much more important in this rally scoring.
16-10. Start
Well,
out. Point 11.
We'll also share this. St. Louis is just one of 2 teams that remain unbeaten. Of course, Utah Black Diamonds, Seattle Pioneers not participating in this event. They will be back in DC
11-16.
next month. But
Right.
3-0. Dallas Flash took their first loss of the tournament.
Hey, good team.
Start out. Point 17.
Kate Fahey with a little stare down. She's got that dog energy, Anna describes it as. One of that competitive spirit.
17-11.
That's what she was going for.
Get it done. There
Start
it
out.
is.
Point 12.
What a representation of college tennis, too, by the
12-17.
way. We got Cal for Anna Bright, Michigan for Fahey, and South Carolina for Rohrabacher.
Start out. Point 18.
Yeah, I'm over here. I can't even spell tennis.
Kate says she hasn't touched a tennis racket since. She's
18-12.
fully addicted on the pickleball
It's a good move.
side.
It's a good move. Both great games. I just happen to prefer this one.
Point.
It's a big deficit.
19-12. Start out. Point 13.
So with the observations from this weekend with the rally scoring, no
13-19.
freeze, they only have a couple more serve possessions available. So really going to have to get some streaks in right here, right now. There's the beginning of one.
Yeah, games to 25, win by 2. No freeze and no longer winning on your serve.
14-19.
Just to clarify, if you're new to pickleball or MLP, just a different nuance this season.
Here we go.
The ball from Rohrabacher. You said they needed to establish a run. Here's the start of one. There's 2 for DC.
15-19.
And that was the right time to strike for Rachel there, for sure. control now. Great battle here. Oh, man. Oh, man.
No! Lob gone long. That was a crucial point to give up for DC.
And what a way for such a glorious, beautiful point to end with a missed lob. That duration of point, that's how long that the DC Pickleball Club needs these points to be if they're going to climb back in this game.
Rachel Rohrabacher storms back to take the point, back within 3.
Yes, putting the roar in Rohrabacher on that one, forcing the timeout from St. Louis Shock.
Unbeaten St. Louis Shock. DC love nothing more than to get the edge here on the Shock. There's James Ignatowicz hopping around, getting those calves warmed up for men's doubles.
I love it. You can't rush the warm-up. Never too soon to start it. Love to see it. Getting the legs moving. And I will say, for the rec players at home, I love to sneak it in every once in a while for them.
Yeah, please do.
You know, a lot of times, you know, you're missing your shot. You kind of isolate the issue to your paddle and your swing. But a lot of times you're missing that shot because of that lack of footwork. So warming up the feet is the same as warming up your swing and warming up your shot. So, yeah.
Point taken.
Nice, the crowd getting involved.
15 seconds. Both teams are
Bus full of
out.
college kids arrived here in Atlanta for some Major League Pickleball. I think we're going to create some fans out of these college students.
And it has been such a fun and exciting weekend. It's the appetite for MLP for this year to come is definitely awoken for me here.
ATP from Elise Jones.
Let's
pulls
go.
DC back within 2.
Let's go. Love to see it.
20.
They're only letting Anna Bright hit the ball on their terms. Oh!
Point 21.
It's going to be huge. That's an aggressive roar from Fahey.
21-18.
Routine dink, too. Every ball to Fahey right now. Very true to your point.
Lob. Right swing handled. Full neutral here. Dink volleys from Fahey. Oh my goodness. Bright on the assault. And she misses one!
She can't believe it either.
So good from the DC Pickleball team, the defense, to make her hit 5 balls instead of just the first or second.
It's a cross-court battle right now between Elise and Kate.
19. Coming.
Right side to right side. If you're the player that's not able to be as involved, Anna Bright How do you insert yourself? Obviously, you saw it a little bit there, but
if I'm in the Anna Bright situation,
yeah.
You know, she's doing a great job. She's got a lot of trust in her partner, and she's getting involved when she can. So,
but how do you get involved when every ball's going to your partner?
She'll show you right there. No.
Oh my, just barely missing. What a game so far between these two.
Yeah.
Kate Fahey holding her own on the right.
Nice pressurized drop. Anna Bright pulls the trigger early, wants that point over, and she gets it.
23-19, St. Louis with a chance to earn a game point here.
23-19.
Oh, that should be Rachel's, and it is.
She said, look out, I'll take the second. What a play and clutch point in the game to get.
Her ability to do power and angle is so nice. It's a great whip. Oh, no. And that's the thing, you know, you mentioned how does Anna Bright get a little more involved. She's doing the things she needs to do.
But
it's
doesn't
just
you try to do too much?
Yeah, that's props to Elise Jones and Rachel Rohrbacher for not allowing her, and that's when it takes teamwork to make the dream work. Oh, way out.
Rohrbacher gives one back and a game point for St. Louis.
24-21.
How about that play? There's the angle and the power from Rachel Rohrbacher.
And Michelle, you know, they have the serve, but it's still a game point scenario for St. Louis. This is a term I'm going to start calling it on the ropes. DC Pickleball team is on the ropes right now.
No room for any misses for DC. And they will, off of a fluky play from Anna Bright, 25-22, is how this one will resolve it. Feels like midway through, it just took Elise Jones and Rachel Rohrbacher a moment longer to figure them out.
Agreed. Yeah, they figured it out mid-game.
Half second too late, maybe.
They started to execute. Anna Bright did the things that she needed to get done with her partner, Kate Fahey. Beautiful stuff.
Men's doubles coming up next. James Ignatowicz teaming up with Deckel Bar to take on the youngsters, Gabe Tardio and Hayden Patriquin, just 18 years old. You do not want to miss this men's doubles thriller. We'll be right back. Look at you getting fancy. I love this. How do I tell people to join the conversation? All right. Henry's trying to kill me with these twisted pretzel sticks of jalapeno ranch amazingness. I can't eat them all.
Mouthful. Next week, you guys see like twisted pretzel sticks on my shoulder. Sponsored by jalapeno.
I like this music. You should have. That would have been funny. our levels might be off, so that's good feedback to hear that. Maybe tell Joe.
The other day I could hear you and the other guy.
Welcome back to Atlanta, everybody, and feel free to join the conversation. Look at this tweet from the Nick with many C's. Anna Bright right now going off. We agree with you, Nick. And if you want to be featured on our Pickleball TV channel right now, go ahead and give us your thoughts with the hashtag MLP or hashtag PBTV, and we will join you in the conversations. As long as you're not trolls, we don't welcome those. Only for Rob Cassidy.
Don't feed the trolls. But yeah, Anna Bright in that match.
Be nice, everybody, all right? Calm down. Here we go.
Other things she was able to do was put the ball in front of herself, which allows her to get a little bit more involved, and you know, pulling the trigger a smidge early when she does get to touch the ball. So just having a little bit more influence in the points and the match when it counted. Great job by her and Kate Fahey to keep them in that match, and a great effort by Elise Jones and Rachel Rohrbacher.
So now this men's doubles game presents us with some monstrous serving from James Ignatowicz and Deckel Barr in particular. You've faced these serves before. What can you tell us in that category and why that gives them such an edge?
Oh, it's tough. You know, don't let the first 3 points be a reminder. You want to go out there knowing that their serves are going to be heavy and fast. So what you can do, all you can do is start back off that baseline as much as you can. Start low with your body and your paddle, and really minimize your backswing so you're making sure that you're hitting that ball out in front. So getting that ball back, and I hate to say it, but surviving that heavy serve is going to be a big factor in staying in this match. Tardio, Patrick, and I believe are up for the challenge.
Big play from James Ignatowicz in the middle. Ignatowicz, the partner of Anna Bright, off the court and on the court in mixed doubles on the PPA side. Through the middle counter for Gabe Tardio.
My goodness.
His twitch speed is unmatched.
A world-class initiate countered by a world-class counter. Love to see it on championship court. And there it is right there, not getting discouraged. Just because you lose one doesn't mean don't ever go there again. James Ignatowicz right back at it.
James and Hayden also played together on an MLP team a couple of seasons ago with the New Jersey Five, so they're familiar with one another.
Missed third. James Ignatowicz yesterday had his ups and downs. I feel like today he's going to settle in and have a nice consistent game. We'll see.
Good trigger pull there for Ignatowicz, and to be fair about his performance yesterday, he did get sick mid-match last night. So, or against the Columbus Sliders, I believe it was.
Side out, point 3. Three, 4.
Good pressure from Big H down the line on Deckel Barr.
Yeah, not many can go toe-to-toe with the big man himself.
Yeah, look at the size difference between Patrick Quinn and Deckel Barr on the left side of the court. Big drive from Gabe Tardio, a dipping 1-2.
5-4.
Taking back a lead for St. Louis.
Side out, point 5.
I don't know, Gabe. Tough ball.
5-5.
So awesome.
Side out, point 6.
Tardio coming off some big wins just recently at the PPA Red Rock. You know, playing that right side with Andre Diascu. He's incredible on that right side.
Yeah, they made it all the way to the final, lost their buddies, J-Dub and Dylan. Also took down Ben Johns and Colin Johns earlier this year on the PPA side, did Tardio and Diascu.
Yeah, not once, but twice. And there's no other team that's done that. Twice in a row. There's other teams that have beaten Ben and Colin twice, but there's no other team that's undefeated against Ben and Colin.
Yeah.
Gabe Tardio, Andre Diascu. One of the craziest facts in
that is kind of crazy
in pickleball right now, yeah.
They got their number.
8-5. Side out, point 6. 6-8. Side out, point 9. 9-6.
Play from Deckelbar, just scooted his body out, paddle ready.
7-9. Point. 8-9. Side out, point 10. 10-8. Side out,
Big
point
play.
9.
Creeping towards that 13 for the end switch.
9-10.
Here, let's take a look at one of those big serves from Jimothy.
Jimothy.
Oh my gosh, Patrick Quinn, oh, for the point,
Side
so
out,
good.
point 11.
Too good from Big H.
That's a shot that it's all reward and no risk
Slippery.
with a dink like that.
Side out, point 10.
1 point game here.
10-11.
Oh my goodness. Deckelbar. Pulling a play out of the Anna Bright celebration book on that one. Just Deckelbar, I mean, you know, his stature, his size, of course, you know, and his power, but his hand speed is just, I don't know, S tier. Gabe. Fended off. I really feel like Hayden has something with that cross court to James.
12-11.
Be a good pattern for them. These rally scoring games, they go by quick. Good patience from Gabe there. He could have, but shouldn't have.
Side out, point 12.
And Hayden doing Hayden things from a low center of gravity.
Yeah,
12,
and that's
12.
one way to win a hands battle, folks, is letting that out ball go out. So good by Gabe Tardio. Tie game.
We'll get the lead at the end change. DC will.
Side out,
James Ignatowicz makes it so, and up by 1, but only by an inch. This game is only getting closer. What do you like so far about what you're seeing on both sides?
It's action-packed. All teams are focused, so you're seeing their best game from every side. It's not this, you know, sloppy, I got to go for this. It's windy out, I have to go for this. You're seeing their best pickleball versus the opponent's best pickleball. It's really fun to watch, the strategy and technique that goes into it. So.
Well, hey, guess what, Rob? We've got more tweets in from our friends on Twitter. Best women's match of the weekend between DC and St. Louis. Could have watched them play to 50. I agree with you, Jeffrey Murphy. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Hashtag us with MLP or PBTV for your chance to join the conversation. What do you think? Could you?
We'll submit that in. We can have these games to 50.
Okay.
No problem.
We'll submit that in.
You know?
Rob's in charge now, so that's great news for us all.
Thank you, Jeff.
Shot correct position.
Games to 50 will be wild.
Correct position.
Games to 50, win by 6.
I want to know what happens in the strategy conversations when you know Anna knows these players in and out. You know, when you play with your partner, you obviously know how to beat them too, what their weaknesses are better than anyone.
Yeah,
She shared that.
Live, breathe, sleep, pickleball. They show up ready as ever.
How open is she with that, though? That's what I want to know.
Nice point here. It's good stuff.
Big serve from Deckelbar. The old serving is back in MLP. So distinguishing factor there. MLP, you can contact it from anywhere on your body. PPA, you have to drop it below the waist. Deckel confirmed and reconfirmed that rule before the tournament started. Make sure he was able to do his old serve.
Yeah, that's definitely a wait, what type conversation for sure. Hopefully get some consolidation.
As long as he has a good arm swing and paddle head, that's all they're focusing on there.
James with a two-handed angle. Hayden.
He's so shifty with his dinks, you never know where he's going.
Yeah. And the way he walks around that court, he might as well be the exact same height as Deckelbar.
14, 15.
Also factual.
Third shot drive for point off the paddle of Deckelbar. You see the head nod there.
15, 15.
Tie game. Right back at it. Only this time.
Point 16.
You know, checked his ear and wanted to see if Hayden had nothing to say on that one. Another big serve from Deckel.
Oh, James Ignatowicz followed that up with a winner through the middle. Outball was definitely hit by Hayden.
The gamesmanship is picking up. The pace of game is picking up. We might not see another dink for the rest of the match. No, just kidding.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Get back to your side. Hayden Patriquin keeping James in check.
Actual one-point game, St. Louis right back in it.
Two-handed backhand from James Ignatowicz. One of his favorite shots. Loves to initiate, loves to start the action. Ooh.
And a kiss off the tape for a three-point lead. No apologies here.
No, better an inch high than an inch low when dealing with that net. It's gonna happen.
Timeout called by Hayden Patriquin and Gabe Tardio of the St. Louis Shock. We'll take a quick timeout too. DC on top by 3. Heyo, Matt Nathan. Nothing like spending Mother's Day watching it with your mom. Thank you, Matt, for joining us. Happy Mother's Day, Mrs. Nathan, if that is your last name. Major League Pickleball, so thrilled to have amazing fans like you watching with us all day long. Happy Mother's Day to all the amazing moms out there.
Absolutely.
Time in, 1960.
Mom, if you're listening, I gave you your shout out earlier. If you're joining us now, love you, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, kitty. Fire fight, Gabe Tardio comes away with it. Said we wouldn't see much dinking to close out the second game.
17-19.
Just share that you are correct.
Yeah, I might have been exaggerating a little bit. You're going to see them when this game gets really tight because right now they're doing their best to disrespect each other's hands. When the game gets close, there'll be a lot more respect and they might concede to the dinking. This is a street match right now. Ooh.
Point 18.
Here we go.
Ooh, DUPR throws his hands up, getting involved in the chirping.
That's an ego attack. I do believe that the dink is the answer. Being selective of when to make that attack will be their ticket to success.
How about that shot from Hayden Patrickwood? Unbelievable.
The head down, at that low
On the
brow.
backhand.
Yeah. That low brim of the hat there. Here it is. Ah.
Unfortunate let cord gives Signatowicz the advantage and the point. Tough break for St. Louis.
22-19.
Another point to DC, 2 points away from evening out the series.
That's it, some solid pickleball from the side of the DC Pickleball team. And there is life. I tried to mention this earlier, just recognizing the patterns here. You know, it's 23. They only have 2 more serve possessions for the St. Louis Shock, so they have to make this count. They have to put points on the board here and now.
There's the dinking you wanted to see.
It was inevitable.
Deco goes first. Hayden Patrickwood says, get that out of here.
That's right, that's right. And you can see DUPR kind of acknowledging it there. First to initiate there, lost that point. Critical points from here on out.
I'll recall. 21-23.
No, it's long. St. Louis with a chance to tie it.
And they are going to take a timeout, the DC Pickleball team.
Don't look now, but here come the St. Louis Shock. Unbeaten so far on the tournament. And the 2 youngsters have found their patience. You brought up the point about the service possessions and the lack thereof when you get down the stretch. What have they been doing on their side to chip away at the scoreboard?
Well, it's do or die time. You know, that when that 25 is so far away, you don't think about the consequences of just ripping this ball, and if it goes into the net or if it goes out, oh well, you know, it's only a point. We got 24 more to go. But now they start to really realize that those risks cannot be taken. If they can keep that focus and that mindset of giving nothing, forcing DUPR to attack first into the hands of Hayden Patrickwood. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. And hopefully Hayden hasn't forgotten how much pressure he's putting on James Ignatowicz with that cross-court dink.
Cross-court dink and some heavy cross-court angles. He's shown us this game too.
22-23.
Will it be a game point or a tie game? We'll see. Oh, just back. Game point it is for DC.
So good. Even how lengthy Dekel Bar is, his paddle is still so compact, his swing so compact. Game point.
Oh, gutsy play by Gabe Tarnio. Finds it on James Ignatowicz on the forehand side, jams him up right in his chest.
And that's his initiate out of the air versus off the bounce.
23-24.
Great time to do it. Another game point. No ATP.
Oh no, good night. Hayden Patriquin all over it. They had to earn every inch of that point. The reaction says it all for the shock.
This counter from Tardio to set that up was obscene. This is exactly what we wanted. 24-24, anybody's game. Enjoy the show. MLP 2024.
24-24.
Just barely scooted out of the way of that one. Did Dekel Bar, big target, and another game point for DC.
25-24.
DC takes it 26-24. We're all tied up at one.
Huge. Huge play.
To mixed doubles we go, and the formations to be determined. This is so interesting for so many reasons. Will we have an Anna Bright versus James Ignatowicz mixed doubles matchup? Not sure, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And get you right back out to this wild Major League Pickleball matchup.
Can you imagine? Nice job, Michelle. I meant to send you a text after, like, Red Rock or whenever the first time we did it. I can't remember when the first time we did it was. LA, right? That how it was so, it's great doing it with you, and appreciate everything. So yeah, a bad texter. So I send my texts. Yeah, that's why. I'm gonna be so good at texting when I get an iPhone. I send my texts. I do my best to send my texts in person. I literally say to people, like, hey, if I were to text you later, like I build it, I'm like, I'm gonna text them later this. I'm like, no, better tell him right now. Yeah. Hey, if I were to text you, I would text you this later. It's so bad, it's so bad. And then who
response to who would be always nice to know.
Yeah, I do know that. St. Louis needs to react. St.
Louis reacts.
Welcome back to Major League Pickleball Atlanta. The St. Louis Shock, they're unbeaten on the tournament, a perfect 3-0, and DC is looking to put an end to that flawless record. And so we move on to the mixed doubles rounds. We'll play 2 games of different mixed doubles combinations. So that's part of the fun of Major League Pickleball is you get to pick the matchups, you get to pick which partners you feel like is strongest to go, and so St. Louis gets to react. They won the coin toss. That means that DC has to put their combination out first, leaving the other 2 players to play the second mixed doubles game, to which St. Louis can counter with whatever combination they want. Kate Fahey and Gabe Tardio are the team that hasn't won as much as Anna Bright and Hayden Patrick-Quinn, so it's a pretty obvious Team A and Team B situation on their side. For DC, it is Deco Barr and Elise Jones going at it. So how much of the decision goes into not wanting to play your significant other from Anna Bright?
I would say a lot. I think that's a weighing, contributing factor for sure.
There's been some chirping going on between Deco and Big H.
1-0.
Yes, yes. It's a fun little rivalry in the making there. Elise Jones has celebrated every single point that DC Pickleball team has won this weekend.
2-0.
And I think it's helping.
Side out, point 1. 1-2.
What a play from Elise Jones on the counter.
It's a short memory, like almost like every point is a little mini match for Elise Jones.
Side out, point 2. 2-3.
Elise Jones
4-2.
getting pumped.
Side out, point 3.
Got our standard mixed double setup with the guy on the left and the girl on the right. It is Elise Jones's preferred side, and they like to put the guy's forehand in the middle, usually. For perhaps that exact reason. Yeah, taking no chances with that. Any kitchen calls there.
Side out, point 4.
Just getting some sideline rules in check for our
4-5.
teams here.
Long for Elise Jones. That lob can be a menace when it works.
5-5.
Such a whip from Hayden Patrick-Quinn.
Yeah, lightning fast.
6-5.
Be interesting to see how this match plays out.
Patient and perfect for Hayden Patriquin.
Just the amount of stuff that went on, the amount of things that occurred in that point alone are showing, you know,
7-5.
just a high level.
So swift with his movement across the kitchen.
Anna Bright's gonna have to do things just like that, go straight at Deckel. I can't imagine that she gets caught, you know, in that directly cross-court dink pattern, that normal mixed doubles cross-court dink pattern too much, because Deckel Bar is such a force in the middle. He can cut that off so harshly. So she will have to rise to the occasion and fight the beast.
Side out, point 6.
Patriquin looks to punish, just wide.
6-8.
2-point game. Put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Elise Jones. Points on the board for DC Pickleball team.
7-8. Point.
There it is again. The hand count for Elise Jones.
The pros make it look easy. Deckel Bar, heavy serve. Hayden handles it. The third shot drops. Not an easy shot to master.
What are your options against a serve like Deckel Bar? You mentioned starting as far off the baseline as you can, but where can you even go with that?
Like as far as where I'm placing the ball?
Just in general. Like,
yeah, the options are slim, and you want to do your best to not give Deckel the third, because that's what he's doing with that big serve, is setting himself up for an even bigger third. So, big serve into a big third. Do your best to keep the ball away from big bad Deckel Bar.
Side out, point 10.
He's his own worst enemy so far on those last couple.
10-9.
Recover. Here we go.
ooh, and a bright transit makes it a lob. That's big pressure from Deckel Bar.
Yeah. And there's plenty of people out there thinking, you know, let her play or what a ball hog. But no, that is a Maverick Goose situation right there. They are on the exact same page, so.
That's funny. Yeah, she wrote a column about that in James Ignatowicz's new newsletter about how that's just part of the game and strategy, and she wants that.
Who wrote it?
Anna.
Oh, nice.
Yep. James features a pro tip of the week, and he also features other pros with their tips of the week, and Anna talked about the mixed doubles roasting that James received on social media.
James, that entrepreneur.
Such an entrepreneur.
Side out, point 11.
Oh.
Great ball from Bright. Deckel Bar doesn't care. He still holds the middle and closes.
Rock in a hard place. I feel like Deckel's involvement when he's on the left side with that cross-court pattern is unmatched. Drive into the drop. Oh!
Side out, point 12.
You could tell that was kind of a bailout drive to get a better ball to drop, and not easy enough on that 5th.
12-12.
Elise Jones gets away with one. And DC will achieve the 13-point mark first on the end change here, and a 1-point lead with it. This one is close as we would expect it to be.
And we are back here with the second half of our first mixed doubles match. Deckel Bar with the ball in hand. 1-point game.
Time in.
Good
13,
stuff.
12.
Oh my goodness, and a great way to start off the second half. Blistering down the middle.
Says, where you at, Hayden?
Yeah, seeing more sass from Deckel Bar is than usual.
I know.
Just let them have
But
it.
MLP brings that out in people.
I guess you're right, I guess you're right.
Seems to, anyway.
Oh my goodness.
Point 13.
It's just, you know, a casual observation. Anna Bright not missing dinks.
13,
Just doesn't
14.
happen.
You're absolutely right about that. And Deckel Bar not missing much either.
There's that rock in a hard place. Anna Bright has to seek elsewhere, and Deckel Bar is
15,
there as well.
13.
When you say she has to seek elsewhere, what do you mean?
She can't necessarily commit to the cross court with Elise
Side out.
because Deckel Bar is so influential with that forehand getting involved in that pattern. He can cut that ball off so well.
14, 15.
Oh. Oh my God.
Point 16.
Deckel Bar getting chippy.
And that's what you do with that. What do you want me to do? You place the order?
16,
I deliver.
14.
Well,
Deckel
hey,
Bar.
how are you around the corner?
Yeah.
How's it going over there?
Cue the Curb Your Enthusiasm music.
How's this for an Ernie?
Side out. Point 15.
Ooh, Bright. Not ready to give up. Trying to fire up and defeat the great Deckel Bar Elise Jones combo. Has to go behind Deckel.
Wow. And he did in an unbelievable way, and Deckel still makes lemonade out of lemons.
The game's evolving, and so is Deckel Bar's game as well with it. Just, I don't know, contender for that top 3 slot in my book. There it is, a little more angle from Hayden Patriquin.
He said, okay, fine. I'll give you something on the wing.
16, 17.
Big play from Big H. St. Louis ties it at 17.
And there's the purpose in the shots. Anna Bright puts that ball behind Deckel, so at least on the next one, Hayden can bring the ball to Elise without Deckel being there.
Oh my, Hayden Patrick Quinn. How did he get that back?
You know it. You know it. Deckel just a smidge flat-footed on an unexpected ball from Hayden, forcing him to play the bounce. Really wanted that volley. Timeout called by the DC Pickleball team. Down 1.
So what's the discussion right now for DC, who seem to have control over this mixed doubles game to this point?
The DC Pickleball, it seems that way, but it's just such a great match. There's 4 great minds out there playing this game. It is not just a physical, you know, battle of haymakers. There's some tactical stuff going on out here in addition to the athleticism. So, you know, what can DC Pickleball team do? That's hard to say. Maybe Deckel can get a smidge smaller and allow Elise Jones, who's being just as solid, but what he is doing is working. You know, just do not get discouraged with their shots and stay in this match. They can do it, and that goes for both sides. So this might be a match that I would not throw any money towards. Tough to say who's going to take this one.
More tweets joining the conversation. The St. Louis Shock, no longer a sleeper team. I would have to agree with you, TJ. AB built a team of giant killers. Yes, she did. 4 teammates executing as one. I completely agree. This is why we love Major League Pickleball. It's different from anything else. You build a team because pickleball can be somewhat of an individual sport, right?
Yep.
And Anna makes it such a team atmosphere, whoever she's playing with.
The Ernie there. Unwarranted Ernie. Not much she could do on it. It's a good look.
19-17.
Can't forget how that Ernie pulls your team just a smidge out of position if the ball's coming back. Here we go. They are doing it. They are taking down the big man, chipping away, doing their best to eat him alive, stretching him out. The boldness of going behind him, it is working.
20-17.
Like I said, the creativity versus, you know, that traditional cross-court pattern between the ladies for St. Louis Shock. Beautiful. Can't forget, Elise Jones is an asset out there. It's time for DC Pickleball team to make their adjustments.
Looked like it almost was about to catch Deckel's foot on its way out.
It's a good call to let that go out.
You cannot appeal to the referee.
It's either challenge or bust. She cannot appeal to the referee, that's true.
Dang.
Hey, they keep it moving.
That's right.
We love that. Oh, Elise Jones went down the line on Hayden Patrick Quinn, who made Deckel pay the price. Thank you very much.
Not her job.
Down you go. So tempting, though.
It is. It is.
Easier said than done. Does her job well that time. Gets the point back.
Yes.
So if you said, Elise, here's your role. We need you to do these 2 things. What is it? Give digs?
Give nothing.
Give nothing.
Put it away when it's there, but give nothing. She doesn't necessarily need to create. Deckel Bar is so amazing at creating. He will do it when the time is right for their team.
my, how did Hayden Patrickman recover from there?
Just when you think you have him. Elise Jones.
She did have him.
I mean, I thought she did. Scraps it out.
Unbelievable.
It's a big point for St. Louis Shock in this situation. Anna Bright, Hayden Patrickman playing so solid, so smart.
Well, it feels more must-win for St. Louis than it does for DC with who's waiting in the second mixed doubles game, and Dekel Barr finds it on the sideline. Another tie game, 22-22, DC pickleball team looking to take a lead here, their first for a while.
Winner of this game will play a huge role in the rest of the outcome of this match. Oh my goodness.
Anna Bright knows better than that. Dekel Barr punishes a dangerous ball.
Best Ernie in the game.
Yeah.
Dekel Barr.
Can't give anything to him in that corner. That's for sure. Much easier said than done, and timeout indeed called by St. Louis. So the 1A, 1B situation happening here for Anna Bright, playing with Hayden Patrickman. You've got, or I guess A team, B team. You got, well, Gabe Tardio's super strong on the left. It's Kate Fahey that's been not bad by any means. It's more so just the experience. That's it, right? So
you got your ace and your second ace. So which ace, you know, you lead with your first ace and follow up with your second ace.
You've got Ignatowicz and Rohrabacher just waiting on the sideline for that matchup. So
James Ignatowicz has moved on to the plyometrics. Important.
It really is.
But this game right here decides which team's going for the match and which team's gunning for the dream breaker.
3 standing points on the line to win in regulation. And a big serve from Dekel Barr to earn game point for DC. Anna Bright saves one game point. Can they save another on their serve?
The Ernie Dink, it's a sweet shot, but that's exactly the cost of it. So it potentially pulls your team out of position. Great play by Anna Bright.
23-24. Blanc, reserve. 23-24.
Another miss, tie game. Who is more clutch than Anna Bright in MLP? Hayden Patrickman gets game point. What a turn of events.
Not getting tight, pulling the trigger when he should. Hayden Patrickman, ball in hand.
Saved 2 game points. Now with a game point of their own. Dekel Barr into the net, and St. Louis comes from out of nowhere to take the third. How did they edge the comeback? This seemed impossible.
Just sheer fortitude and intelligence. I mean, it was a strand of points that they used to keep Dekel Barr honest, and it's something that you have to do. There's your plan A, you know. I'm going to beat Elise Jones with the cross court, but you can't just have that plan A. You have to structure other strategies around it to keep that in mind. And they really did a great job of making Deckelbar be here, there, everywhere, just to pull that match off 26-24. Tight match.
Tight match, and our second mixed doubles game is coming up next. James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrabacher looking to force a dream breaker. That is their only option here to come away with points. And we'll be right back with a juicy mixed doubles matchup.
That's a long one. Oh, we got a whole minute. Let's go. Get the disco ball out.
1 minute.
What's cheating? Yeah.
Well, if you're new to Major League Pickleball, you might not be anymore after watching that last game. It was a thriller. Anna Bright continues to prove to be a winner. Here is where we want you to join us, though. Get in the conversation. If you're watching us here on Championship Court, use the Major League PB and hashtag PBTV for a chance to see your tweet right here with us. We'll discuss it. We'll chat with it. You have a question you want to ask our friend Rob Cassidy here, let us know. Share an MLP Atlanta highlight. Give yourself a shout out. Give your favorite player a shout out. Whatever you want. It's your world. We're just living in it. Love to have some fan engagement here on the broadcast. Makes it fun. And so, Kate Fahey and Gabe Tardio take the stage next against James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrabacher. The clear front runners on paper would be James and Rachel, right?
Sure, absolutely. You know, Fahey just new to the scene, so yeah, definitely on paper. But Gabe Tardio is one of the best players in the world, so can never count him out. And the untested Fahey perhaps makes some notes on paper, and it could be something totally different at the end of this match.
If you're the least experienced player on the pro side of things in Kate Fahey, which is just by nature of when she found the sport and when Anna Bright found her, what are you telling you, similar to what you talked about with Elise Jones? Okay, this is your role. This is what we need you to do in order for us to have a winning chance at this game against James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrabacher. What are you saying? What are you advising to Kate Fahey?
I think for any player, discipline is super important. You know, you got to make your own observations and play your game. And Elise Jones kept Hayden pretty honest that match as well. But, you know, not listening to your teammates who may or may not know a little bit more would be a mistake. So taking it in and applying it in these scenarios is going to be important.
Yeah, but what specifically would you like to see out of her role?
Oh, do her best to not give an attackable ball to James Ignatowicz. So nothing out of the air for James if she can. And this is nice because James prefers his cross court. Fortunately, Gabe Tardio's over there ready for it. So this might be a good setup to minimize James's influence in this game. there it is. Even in that point, she was very aware that Tardio was going to take that, and she moved with him, giving him that space, super important.
1-2.
Nice drop from Gabe.
Point.
1-0 against Rohrabacher in the cross courts.
2-2. Side out, point 3. 3-2. Side out, point 3.
Solid stuff. DC Pickleball team
3-3.
looking to push for that dream breaker.
Gabe Tardio
Point.
answers right back. How does he get his paddle on that so quick? Like how?
4-3.
It's just the full swing. None of the swing goes behind his body. The load, the backswing is all in front of him, so it's very compact and good. Gabe Tardio getting it done. Are we going to see an early timeout from Rohrabacher, James? No. This is a 2-point game. Just a 2-point game.
5-3.
Oh, and maybe they should have taken it. I'm just building a narrative here.
6-3.
Ooh.
Point.
Gabe sneaks in there for a point that is so good. That is why that pattern is basically the staple pattern for mixed doubles, that cross court.
7-3.
Nice setup from Fahey to give Tardio that put away.
Side out, point 4.
A little late on his load. Return, a little better than Tardio expected.
4-7. Side out, point 8.
They are pulling away here for match.
8-4.
Wow, a very shocking scoreline at this point in the game. And a prompt timeout called by James Ignatowicz for DC. St. Louis with a 5-point lead. How are they able to do it, Rob Cassidy?
Solid stuff. Gabe Tardio has a fantastic energy right now. He's where he needs to be on the court, and I believe Fahey is following the direction that her wise, coaches and teammates are providing for her. So it's very good pickleball, and Gabe Tardio is out there getting it done. James Ignatowicz appears ready, but just a half second behind on most of these exchanges, not anticipating as much as we'd like to see him. That's about it.
Okay. Anything else? You sure?
That is it.
Now's your time. You got time.
That is
Use it.
Loving to see Gabe Tardio play, just sneaking into that
15
conversation
seconds.
of one of the best men's doubles teams in the world, counterpart Andre Daescu, and now proving that he can play with anybody and get it done. Gabe Tardio on the map,
9-4.
2024.
Ooh, threaded the needle through the middle. Gabe Tardio adds another. He has been sensational. Well, I need to apologize to Gabe Tardio for calling them the B team here with this mixed doubles roster.
Point.
This guy's been insane.
St. Louis Shock getting it done.
11-4.
Tardio on a rampage here.
Oh my,
Not over
oh
yet.
my gosh, no way. Gabe Tardio, absolute insanity. He's saying they were cheering before the point was over, I'm guessing.
Yeah, asking for an early celebration, but it did come from the sideline.
And some people in the crowd saying it's MLP. It's different. They don't want it to be too Tennessee here. They want it to be a little more rowdy.
Yeah, the celebration did not come from the court, so tough, 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 tough. Oh.
Touched him. Did it touch him? Did it get James?
It did not.
Okay. Thought that's what Anna was celebrating for a second there.
Still a fantastic point for Shock. It's a great way to lose a point if you're gonna. Gabe Tardio's court coverage is obscene right now.
And he can't miss. There's no ball dropping on his side. His mobility is almost as good as his twitch speed, which is second to none.
He's covering the whole court and then still recovering to protect his sideline. Very impressive. James Ignatowicz, Rachel Rohrbacher. Looking to take it back. Nice defense.
Gabe Tario putting the team on his back. The St. Louis Shock shocking the stadium right now with a 12-7 lead on Ignatowicz and Rohrbacher, the team that on paper was supposed to clean up in this one. There it is from James Ignatowicz, but what can you do when Gabe Tardio is performing like this? ATP and a crafty one from Rachel Rohrbacher.
I was wondering when it was going to come. Fahey has been doing a great job of not providing that as an option. Only this time, a little too wide. Rohrbacher on it.
And that's a great point by you. Kate Fahey has been holding her own the entire way through on their way to 13 and the end change. She has been rock solid. There's not really been any vulnerabilities on the side of the St. Louis Shock. How will James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrbacher respond with the match on the line? Find out after this.
Oh.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, she's so
all right.
cute. I have to come meet her immediately. Dallas. Why do I think they live in Dallas? Wait, I'm going to Hillhead next week. Dang it. Vida next week. Please, Dave. Love you. Oh my gosh.
Doesn't look like we're going to a dream breaker.
Cassidy got me bruised and scratched me. On first day, I am Sonny. Honey Hansen joining the broadcast now with a tweet for our very own Rob Cassidy in the booth. This is great, Rob. My inner Rob Cassidy got me bruised and scratched knees. Uh-oh. What first aid items should I bring and keep in my bag?
Nice. Keep it up out there. Never deny your inner Rob Cassidy.
Well,
Follow it.
Answer the question.
Oh, yeah, you know, just bring always accept the Band-Aid. You don't have to use it,
tape.
but just always accept the Band-Aid from the
Knee
referee.
sporn.
Yeah.
Maybe some of that spray stuff that stings a little just to stop the bleeding. And for those who are unfamiliar with Rob Cassidy, why don't you explain how your background plays into that style of pickleball, blood, sweat, and tears for you after the serve?
I appreciate the shout out. Just always, you gotta harness your inner Rob Cassidy. It's a great move. Give it your all. And
rugby
you know,
background, right? Or ultimate frisbee.
Yeah, ultimate frisbee. I took an intramural in rugby. It's a fantastic sport. It's up there. Rugby is up there with pickleball for sure. Gabe Tardio. Everywhere and nowhere.
Oh, my. Finally a ball he can't get to. I mean, my goodness, DC chipping their way back in, but it is a grueling effort right now to keep it away from him.
Well, the time is now.
13. Let's reserve. 11-13.
Wow. No way. Gabe Tardio casually just tosses that one in. It's like he stops playing.
That's a great option to have, Gabe Tardio, putting the ball where Rachel is not. Loved it. Oh, no.
Point 12.
I've actually seen that a little earlier this weekend, that mid-range. Can't call it a green zone overhead just yet, but it's a smidge low. Needs to come across that a little bit more.
For Kate, you're saying?
Yes, yes. That will come.
Point.
Uh-oh, James Ignatowicz smells blood in the water.
13-14.
How's that for a response from Kate Fahey mentally? Wow. Great finish by Gabe Tardio, and Kate Fahey, instead of giving up another, stood back in the fight.
15-13.
Rare cross-court attack from Rachel Rohrbacher. Gabe Tardio teeing off.
This guy is unbelievable.
16-13.
ATP. Clean as a whistle. Rachel Rohrbacher. It's a fantastic ATP. Her second of the game.
14-16.
Oh, she almost got it. Ignatowicz too explosive, and DC pulls back within one.
That's a great move by James. Nice reach, lowers his level nicely.
15-16.
But yeah, if Kate Fahey got that back, yeah.
Point.
Oh, that's unfortunate for St. Louis. Bounce off the tape, mixed it up, caught the baseline. Tie game, 16 all.
Side
Lob
point,
serve,
17.
and the crowd is screaming for DC to challenge. I have to agree with them.
That challenge call came directly from teammate Deckel Bar. I believe he saw it immediately. No reason not to, right? No reason not to, and Deckel knows what he saw, so we'll find out.
It is 17-16 with the shock serving. We'll now proceed with video.
Michelle, have you been practicing your serve with the new rules?
Oh, it's funny you ask, Rob.
Uh-huh.
I lost a bet today against our friend Tim Parks of the SoCal Hard Eights, and since their record's not reflecting it at the moment, he decided to take matters in his own hands, and we did play some recreational pickleball today. I lost to Tim and Brian Levine.
Oh, no. Michelle, say it isn't so.
I did.
Come on. Who are you playing with? Oh, let's take a look here, sorry.
Oh, I think I saw that in. I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's a good angle for us to make our determination on. It's tough. It's always tough, but there's definitely no space there. Wouldn't be surprised if this one got overturned, called in. You know me, I like to stay on the conservative side, and that would be tough for, I would still say, I can't tell. But,
I thought live it looked like it grabbed the baseline, but so much.
There's human eyes, and then there's Deckel Bar's eyes. And Deckel Bar saw it in, so we can go with that, pretty sure.
We'll see. Here's Mary Namey with the verdict.
After video review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in.
There it is. Overturned. Deckel Bar with the Hawkeye for his team.
Shock loses and has 3 remaining. Shock loses 1 free video challenge, has 2 remaining. We'll resume play at 7-16 with the DC Pickleball team serving.
Oh.
That's a massive overturn.
Time in. 17-16.
17-16 now in favor of DC. The score is now flipped with the challenge overturned. Team dink into the net for Rachel Rohrabacher, and St. Louis ties it at 17.
She may know better than me, but Fahey doesn't really seem to be looking for that ATP at all, which might give some more room for Rachel to pull her even wider with those cross-court dinks. That's some small stuff, but these teams are elite. Love to hear Deckel Bar from the sideline. Such a good shot, he said.
Yeah, in what other environment you're going to have this kind of engagement? Top to bottom, player to player. Really does bring out that energy and all.
Nothing else like it. Rohrabacher goes to the space, gives James the next ball. Tardio dictates James to death.
Unbelievable. James Ignatowicz on a string. And we never see that. Usually he's dictating terms in that exact way. What a play for Gabe Tardio.
And it is out a game of inches. That was a very valuable serve possession. St. Louis Shock looking to clinch the match.
But DC wants the dream breaker. Oh my goodness. Gabe Tardio is playing out of his mind. Ignatowicz does come away with it, but my goodness. 20 all. Can't get any closer. St. Louis playing for the match. DC playing for the dream breaker. James Ignatowicz will take the lead.
That's not James. That's Big Papa Jimmy right there. He has arrived.
21-20.
His alter ego. Kate Fahey hits it right back at the feet of Rohrabacher. Denies the speed up, off speed, high to the forehand.
21,
James
21.
probably didn't want to send it there.
Side out, point 22.
And after he couldn't miss, Tardio sends that one long.
22-21.
I mean, he's been near perfect in this game.
Point.
Not a lot of time left for St. Louis. DC sniffing out a game point here.
23-21.
Nice handle from Fahey.
Oh no, overstepped his bounds perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a ball where you would say who should go? Rachel, I would assume, since
Yeah, Rachel.
James is on the run left to right.
She's more than capable of doing what their team needs with that ball. But James staying involved there's no issue there. It's the same exact situation right there. Rachel probably could have let that go out. James and Rachel with the follow-up, and it gets it done.
Point 24.
Game point for DC. Anna Bright is on the court next to Kate Fahey to support her, saying we came back from this exact scoreline in their mixed doubles game. It was really remarkable. 24-22 for Bright and Patrick Wynn. See if DC can finish it. Ignatowicz says, yes, we are going to a dream breaker. What a game and what a performance for Ignatowicz and Rohrabacher, who had to fend off a near perfect Gabe Tardio.
And a textbook shake and bake from Rohrabacher and Ignatowicz to get that done. The drive into the close and poach. Fantastic stuff. We got a dream breaker coming up.
Ask and you shall receive, Jake Gelvar. Let's go DC, force the dream breaker, and they did. So guess what? 2 standing points up for grabs. The winner gets 2, the loser gets 1. I'll explain what that means on the other side of this break.
Yeah. I should have asked you. Okay.
See this? Here's what's up for grabs in this matchup between DC and the unbeaten St. Louis Shock. At the moment, the MLP standing points, new format this year. You get 3 points for winning in regulation, which neither of these teams did because we're in a Dream Breaker now. So 2 points will be awarded for the winner of the Dream Breaker. 1 point will go to the loser of the Dream Breaker because you pushed it into the bonus round. You might as well get rewarded for it. And so that's how the standings works. Each team will be in action for 23 total matches this season across 8 regular season tournaments. So these points are at a premium. They matter. You could advance into the top 6 and get to the playoffs by a margin of 1 single point, which could come down to one of these matches that happen in an earlier round in an earlier tournament. So have to keep in mind these teams formed not that long ago, and they're still trying to find their rhythm. But to a Dream Breaker we go. The order has been set. St. Louis got to choose the mixed doubles order, and so getting to respond in singles is the DC Pickleball team. Dekel Bar and Hayden Patrick went out first. Why not? They've been heckling each other all match long, and how about a let cord to start?
Yeah, better an inch high than an inch low. I'll say it as often as I can. Don't want to lose to the net. Watch the St. Louis Shock obliterate the LA Mad Drops in a Dream Breaker earlier this weekend. 21-4, never seen anything like it.
Side out, point 1. 1-2.
Oh my goodness.
Hayden Patrick win. Just pure filth. 3-1, Hayden.
Those 3-1s, it's just so much more valuable. Obviously the 2-2 split, you know, it's good if you're on a defensive route, but the 3-1 is what it's all about.
Out comes James Ignatovich and Gabe Tardio. Far side for the Shock. Just wide.
Point 2.
So James did call that ball out, even though that third shot was just nasty. And it looks like
is challenging the outcall as the rally stands.
You do get one free challenge in the Dream Breaker.
Serving will now proceed with video review.
All right, and here we go. It's going to be important. Boys versus the boys, girls versus the girls. Sometimes we see a woman versus a man versus a guy out there, you know, in these Dream Breakers. It's a unique scenario.
Yet, really,
no, really? Yeah.
This time around, even Annalise team stacking her against the ladies, which is kind of sad in my opinion. I love watching the guys and gals going at it.
It's a crazy
but
dynamic.
It makes sense why you wouldn't, because then it puts your other roster members at a potential disadvantage.
Sometimes you have to. Are we going to see a Rohrbacher versus Anna Bright out there? Are we going to see it?
Ooh. I don't know. That's tough to say. I think I would do Rachel against Kate and Elise against Anna maybe, but no, to your point, because you put your top players out strongest top to bottom, right? No matter what the order is. Do you think about?
Yeah, especially to 21, because, you know, you want those players to play as often.
Right.
I call it the lap. So we're on our first lap right now, around on the second lap. And, you know, if there is a third lap, you want those most influential players being in those situations.
So you're going to put Rachel out by default third. So, yeah, I do think we will have a shocker made for the Dream Breaker. Shock for the win.
After
all right.
Video review, outcall stands.
Outcall stands.
St. Louis Shock.
So DC will take the point.
And that puts James up 2-0 in this meeting against Tardio. 2 more points to be played between these two players.
With DC Pickleball team serving.
Yes, each matchup is out for 4 total points. If you're new here, that's what the Dream Breaker is made of.
Oh! Tardio pulling it off.
Sneak attack.
This point will decide if it's a 3-1 break for James or a split 2-2.
Just barely missed it. James went right back to Gabe Tardio. And out comes the matchup indeed. It is Anna Bright against Rachel Rohrabacher. They are women's doubles partners on the PPA Tour. They've won several golds together this season. Both former college tennis stars, and Anna Bright, she wanted that one.
It's a lovely singles point.
5-4.
Well played by Rachel Rohrabacher, former SEC champ out of South Carolina. She was clutch too many times last season with the squeeze in the Dream Breaker format. Rachel takes another 2-1, 1 more point to go.
Yeah, both these girls were on that team. Wild stuff.
6-5.
What a ball by Rachel Rohrabacher and a 3-1 finish for Rohrabacher in her first lap, as you say, so 4 more points. Now as the next rotation comes out, it's Elise Jones against Kate Fahey.
You know, you're that 4th seed or that 4th player coming out. You gotta do what you gotta do for your team here.
Wow, just pure athleticism from Kate Fahey. What a gamer. Couple of nice balls for Fahey.
Yes.
And a chance to tie it.
Fahey has that, you know, pro tennis background to her, but hasn't been playing too much singles. Elise Jones has that pro pickleball background to her.
But Kate Fahey, has she caught on quickly? 3-1 over the veteran Elise Jones. Back comes Deckelbar and Hayden in the first lap. Hayden took 3 of the 4 points. You know Deckelbar is thirsty on this one.
They're dead even, so props to Deckel's team for getting them in a even playing field here. Oh, Patrick went back to it. He's calling it out. It's as close as it gets.
They already lost their challenge from earlier on in the game. Cleanup crew, Deckelbar, party of 1.
Such a return from Hayden Patriquin.
9-10.
Deckel comes back and gets 3 on Hayden, so that series is splits, 4 points apiece. Gabe Tardio comes back out against James Ignatowicz. As we'll change ends at 11, DC taking the first lead of the Dream Breaker.
Yeah, and the Dream Breaker is such a great sudden death format. You get all 4 players out there working together. It allows the singles aspect of pickleball to be extremely relevant, brings it back. It's fantastic stuff, and love to see these types of battles. Hayden Patrick and Declan Barr playing singles, come on.
Maddie Pickles thinks that St. Louis has the edge here top to bottom, feels like they have a stronger singles lineup, and their vibes are immaculate. Agree with you about the vibes. Not sure I agree with you about the top to bottom
Ooh, Michelle.
breaker situation because, well, actually, I take that back.
Well, it's
top to bottom, I think he is right, because Kate Fahey, by nature of her tennis background, is a stronger singles player, in my opinion.
Well, it's not like it can get any closer. 11-9 here on the side switch. Tardio blowing up James Ignatowicz.
Side out, point 10.
So good, Gabe. So good.
10-11.
Drops it in. The first 2 points go to Gabe Tardio. 2 more to go.
And that is the power of the full commit.
Tie game.
11-11. Side out, point 12.
James gets 1. 1 more point to go.
12-11.
Split in the first round. Passing shot for another split. James Ignatowicz evens it out, 2 points apiece, and DC back on top by 2. Anna Bright and Rachel Rohrabacher back out on the stage.
13-11.
Rohrabacher got 3 to Anna Bright's 1 in the first round.
Oh no.
Rohrabacher survives that one. 3 points ahead is DC. Game's a 21, win by 2.
Nice return from Bright. Takes the net first.
Big play from Anna Bright. Anna Bright will never give up.
12-14.
Rachel Rohrabacher, she's made for the occasion too. 2 points to 1. 1 more to go.
Come on, Anna.
15-12.
Oh, man. Just a little late on that change of direction. Great ball by Rohrabacher. Breaking it. Yeah.
6 points for Rachel against Anna.
16-12.
Of the 8.
Nice.
Perfect point for Kate Fahey.
Point 13.
Looks to her team with the fist pump. Says, I got this.
13-16.
The notes receiving that game plan from other people that potentially know Elise's game. Use it to your advantage.
That's a heavy ball from Fahey. She has a chance to tie it up. 2 more points to go. She collected 3 last time on Elise. Finesse point for Elise Jones. She comes away with it. Still 1 more point to be played.
17-14.
It was a crucial get for Elise.
Yes.
Ball is long after inviting Kate Fahey up to the kitchen.
Wow.
And DC is 3 points away from closing it. Yes, we agree, Blake. The stream breaker is
18-14.
wild.
Fahey, after pulling off 4 points in a row in their meeting. Elise Jones able to keep them to 2-2. Patrick surging out there. And there it is.
Side
just committing to the process, not going too big on any one ball, and finally, the put away.
15-18.
And missed return. Hayden Patriquin brings St. Louis.
He called it before the ball was dead. And then he called it. He called it before it was dead. He lifted his finger before the ball was dead.
That's tough stuff.
What's the disappointment here?
They're going to get a warning for that.
Sideline potentially.
They're going to get a warning for that. But the point
Made
is
that
still
out call.
good.
Made that out call for. I'm going to listen to the
Called it. Thank you. Are you retaining your out call? Okay. Referee timeout. We have a challenge of the out call by DC United as the rally stands.
I guess you don't have a lot of game left, but I'm not sure I would use that here. I think it was clear out, but
It's tough. It's got to go somewhere. But yeah, the sideline making the out call, Patriquin following suit, not something that's necessarily okay. The sideline can't be making the out calls for the player on the court. Deckel tried to dispute that Hayden did not make the call. However, Hayden followed up with a call before the next play, so the referee issued a warning to the sideline and allowed Patriquin's call to stand. Deckel's gonna challenge the in or out call. Wild, tough, crazy stuff. Kind of looked out to me.
it did.
It's,
I thought that he saw it, though, Hayden.
yeah.
It seemed like it was a mystery to him either.
Yeah.
Let's look. Oh, but he's behind it, so yeah, maybe.
Patriquin played the ball, received some information from the sideline. Not okay. The coaching is very, very legal, right? But the player must make the calls, the line calls while they're out there.
After video review, the out call stands.
Sure.
What is your team supposed to do?
DC
Just look at you and not help?
One free video challenge has none remaining.
I
St.
get
Louis
it,
has
but
none remaining.
I don't think it's realistic to be able to enforce that.
It was the right time for them to receive that challenge, that warning, right? Good time to receive the warning.
For coaching during a live ball.
How about that? They got their first warning. I mean warning.
Time in. 16-18.
Oh, he needed that leg court badly, and he'll take it without apology. 19-16, DC.
19-16.
Oh, man.
Side out.
Patriquin at least kept his team within 2, and here comes Gabe Tardio against James Ignatowicz. Ignatowicz needs 2 to take the match.
17-19.
2 standing points available. Big play from Ignatowicz to earn match point on his side. That opening serve felt huge.
Oh, man. A lot on the line here.
Oh no, on a left cord too, but a cannon of a serve. Credit to James Ignatowicz sealing this match. 21-17 in the Dreambreaker. What did you see in that madness?
I saw perseverance, and like I said, great clean play by both sides. So fantastic clutch plays from Deckel Barr and James Ignatowicz. Elise Jones keeping that 2-2 against Fahey on their second meeting. It was a great team effort from both sides, and congratulations to DC Pickleball team for the first team to take down St. Louis Shock this weekend.
We're going to step aside for just a moment. When we return, we will discuss what this victory means to the DC Pickleball team. Don't go anywhere. We also have Jack Sock taking the stage next against the Orlando Squeeze. It's going to be a fun one, and we're only getting started here on Center Court.
Got a banger going on here. I need a hug. Yeah. Because you do such a good job, and it's just good. Good teamwork. Text. Was I supposed to text you? Where's that good dog?